You know, I sometimes get asked, why do you make these travel videos? I made these videos for my now deceased little brother. Back in 2003, Ben asked me, what's your life like in Geneva? And I'd got my first digital camera, so I made him a film, burnt it onto DVD and posted it to him.
So this is the Assembly Hall, the gathering place of nations. That's the end of the working day in Geneva. And now I'll show you what we do when we play. Okay, as you can see, it's not a bad day. Snow's not too bad. Sun's out.
The film had an intended audience of 1, and he got it, and he liked it, and he said, make me another one. So I made him another one. And the challenge came in 2014, when Ben died. Do I keep making the movies? And what I've found is this is a way of staying in touch with Ben and having a conversation with him. But for me, they have an intended audience of 1, and it gets that audience of 1 every single time. So the big challenge after Ben died was the first film, Albania. Need to get on the bike.
How much do you think we could do in a long weekend in Albania? You might be tempted to say that it's 4th or 5th century. Now, why 4th or 5th century AD?
And then, after that worked, and the conversation with Ben worked, well, let's keep going. So these are all conversations with Ben. They're 20 years of travel.
Welcome to Isla Santa Cruz Island, the main island of the Galapagos chain. Galapagos, famous for Charles Darwin and the origin of the species, where he didn't say survival of the fittest. Chopper time. China Post Office at 5,150 metres, Everest Base Camp. Here at Everest Base Camp, it's a little bit foggy so you can't see Everest at the moment, but I'm here with my mate the Yak. Say hi, Yak. The summit of Mount Everest. I have seen the summit of Mount Everest. Not for the unadventurous. Let me take you on a tour of Djibouti.
Thought a jacket that I bought in Geneva to ride on the scooter in the winter's cold. It's been handy in the Sahara Desert, but it's cold. We're going to have another day wandering around having some old ancient rock paintings. And you come out to look exactly where we're standing. This has got to be the most insane hotel room and the most insane price for a hotel room I have ever heard of.
How many pina coladas?
Number 4.
We're now just heading off to Peter's Caves. Peter's Caves is about an 18-20 metre dive through some little canyons you just go swimming through. They started by carving a trench around the area that they wanted to build and carved down into the rock and then built the church from the rock. So now I'm at the northern end of the Great Continental Rift Valley, which runs its way up through Iceland. So what do you do in the middle of winter surrounded by snow when the two continental plates are divided by 4 degree Celsius water? You scuba dive in it, don't you? Yes, nuts. I am right now, this second, crossing the Arctic Circle. I am now in the Arctic. Okay, that'd be. We're now over the Antarctic Circle, the second of the Quinella. Done. Good. Exactly the weather conditions we're predicting to cross the Antarctic Circle.
It's outrageous, isn't it?
All this gear tells you what humans aren't supposed to be when we're about to go.
If those last dives from the sharks were good, I'm about to blow your mind with some manta rays.
Here in Listenung Island there's an amazing dog, Shivers, and Shivers sits on the water's edge each afternoon from 3:30 until sunset waiting for his friend the turtle to come, and his sea turtle comes every day sometime between 3:30 and sunset, and they go swimming around and playing together for a while, and then Shivers sits back down until the sun finally goes down and he's given up and waiting for the turtle to come back for the day.
You now tell me, why would you want to get a real job in an office and the most exciting thing you do is catch a taxi? Here we have the remnants of the old glacier forming a natural cave under the glacier. The north is complete devastation. This is one of the largest natural disasters to hit the region in a long time, if not the largest that we know of. If the second wave of deaths hit, it's the major donors that are going to have to look at themselves in the mirrors and ask why. Matt, where did all this start?
Well, with you actually, Andrew. You found me like an orphan wandering the hills up here of Kashmir and decided to bring me in and help me do what I was doing.
If there's any credit to Pakistan and Pakistan military, it's because of this white guy from Australia. I also like him because whenever there's a cricket match, he's on our side.
Absolutely.
Just where you gotta be. I see you watching me, watching you.
Who do I work for and what do I do?
There's a state secret.
So, welcome to Muscat, Oman. Oman, or Muscat more accurately, the place that used to rule East Africa. I'm here in Sana'a, S-A-N-A'-A, the capital of Yemen. Welcome to the island of Socotra. Socotra is a little island squeezed between Yemen and Somalia. It's occupied by the United Arab Emirates with the help of the Saudis, because they want to make sure that the Houthi rebels, backed by the Iranians, don't take over this vital piece of ground. Welcome to the Okavango Delta in Botswana. There are a number of tribes that make up of the people of Botswana. One of the more important is the San people. Now, Namibia gets its name from Namib, which is big, wide, dry, open space. I don't know where they got that idea from. Welcome to what any Zoroastrian would call heaven, but what everybody else calls the gates of hell. And this is it. This is the main square of Samarkand. This in the 1700s and for about 1,000 years before it was the center of the world. This is where a lot of the Great Silk Road converged on. It came here. Just on the shores of the Heavenly Lake, outside of Urumqi in western China. Traditional gur over my shoulder, blue sky and sun, beating down with a little bit of snow on the ground and a cup of green tea.
hard to beat. So, what do you do on your holiday to Mongolia? Now, yes, we ride horses, yes, we go to the steeps, yes, we go and see some nature, but we also sneak in to the President's National Day dinner.
It's about -35. I'm walking home from work. And what does it feel like to walk home in this sort of cold? It doesn't feel cold. It only feels pain. And from around about next week onwards, it gets warmer. And you'll know when you are leaving winter, when you no longer feel pain, and again can rejoice in feeling cold.
I came to Siberia to go snowmobiling.
How's your Sunday?
On a lake in Siberia in winter. What do you do? I'm going scuba diving. Now, each year on Easter Friday, which is today, they crucify 3 people. They actually nail nails through their hands and put them on the cross. So maybe something was lost in translation between Drunker and English. Laurentian tells me it's now flat. Let me show you his definition of flat. That is not flat. That's not gradual either. And what you see here is what's left over from the number 2 city of the Nabateans. The Nabateans are very well known for their most famous architecture, and the capital of their kingdom, Petra. Nabateans were great traders and great diplomats, and they'd kept themselves protected for years. Polar bears. That's what you come to Churchill in Canada for, even when it's -20 degrees outside. Now I want you to meet my guide dog, Inuk, showing me around. One of the things about West Africa in general, Liberia specifically, is that there are miles and miles of beaches, not something that first springs to mind. What do you do on Chinese New Year? Me? I go to North Korea. You know, in life you sometimes put a lot of faith in people you don't know. And I'm currently going down a river in Venezuela. I don't know where we're going. It's really cheap here. The reason it's cheap here is because this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is worth about $60. Viva the revolution, Hugo Chavez. I've been to a lot of places and it takes a lot for me to go, oh wow, at some geography. But this place is stunning and I'm absolutely not doing any justice to the beauty of Reunion in the short visit that I'm doing here. I've decided I like a split. This is the 11th century Casbah of Ait bin Haddo just outside Marrakesh. It's been used for 26 films, including the 3rd Indiana Jones.
But for me, they have an intended audience of 1, and it gets that audience of 1 every single time.